Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Kelly Sparks, aka Redbeard. Back again with my part-time co-host, Leslie.
What's up?
What do we got here today, Wes?
So we got Bardstown Origin Series. I'm a super big fan of Bardstown. I like what they do there. So the Origin Series now is this is their first release. It's 100% their own distillate. So in the years prior, the Fusion and their Discovery Series, they were always blends. They would either source from Wild Turkey or someone else, plus some of their own distillate. So this is a 6-year weeded bourbon, and I'm a big fan of it. You said you haven't tried it, so
I haven't had this one.
I'm curious to see what you think about it. And I think so. I first tried this when I went there 2 years ago, and we thieved straight from the barrel, and it was 4 years old then. I was like, "Whoa, this is gonna be good." Like I was impressed at 4 years.
Wow.
I was like, "This is gonna be really good."
Are they using traditional like big 50-gallon barrels?
Yeah, they use big barrels. They've got so many temperate calories, and they're expanding right now. So they just bought like another 100 acres across the street from where they're at, and they're just. I think they said they're building. I think right now under construction is another 12 rick houses.
Damn.
And I bet I don't know the exact number they have there right now, but I bet there's 15 there already.
Yeah.
And it's a really cool distillery. It's just done. You go there and versus like you go to Wild Turkey or you go to Buffalo Trace or anything, and there's the old way, and this is just a new. Everything is modern. It's super. So they call it like the Napa Valley of bourbon when you go there. Okay. That's kind of the feel you get. You get this just high end kind of California vibe, but it's a really cool place.
So, in what way did they modernize their distilling techniques?
Don't know that they just put seems like a lot more science in everything.
Okay.
I mean, everything is just down to the minute.
So they're not using like Kentucky windage when they aim for shit?
No, it's not just hoping for it.
Yeah. Hope and spray.
Yeah. And then I like their business model because, I mean, I think we mentioned before, like you can, if we wanted to get on the list there and make our own bourbon, we can. They'll work with you. Versus like MGP is just going to sell you stuff.
Yeah, I think we should try to do that one day.
So I think it's a really cool, they have a cool business model, and they're open about it. I mean, they'll tell you exactly what they're doing.
Well, let's get into it, man.
Let's try it. I'm excited for you to taste this, see what you think, because I'm a fan of it. Hopefully you'll like it. And on this Origin Series, so this is the weeded. They have a high rye, which has a white label. And then they have just a rye whiskey also, and they're all fantastic. I like them all, but this is my favorite.
Has anybody ever done a weeded and rye whiskey?
I don't know.
If there was anything negative about that? I mean, I'd like to try that. Just to.
I've never.
I mean,
I don't really know. I don't think so.
It's like, why pull out the rye and then add the wheat? That's plenty. Or is there any reason why you would? Well, I mean, I understand the reason why having wheat versus rye.
It's just that more mellow flavor you get, I think.
It smells good.
Yeah, it's still on the younger side. It's 6 years old, but I think 2 more years. It's so good.
Well, you definitely have to keep some of this one so we can try their 7 and 8 year, depending on how they release it. It was like almost candied.
So
just
good.
Like I immediately thought about it like a Werther's Original.
Yeah.
As soon as that first flavor hit,
and that which I like, it's got that sweet on the tongue. It's good,
and it's got like really fucking candy. Even on like the aftertaste. So I thought it was a Werther's Original. Right on that first hit.
Yeah.
But then
for 6 years old,
that's
good.
It's the best 6-year-old I ever put in my mouth.
Jesus Christ. So it's gonna get you canceled.
It's worse. You should go back and watch the the Nika whiskey video that I did. That one was full of questionable phrases, and I was all by myself. All by myself.
No, man, it's just good. I don't know how else to. If you come across it, definitely give it a shot. I don't think you go wrong. I think
What's the price point on that?
I think it's 50s to 60s.
Really?
Yeah, it's not super expensive now. Like some of their Discovery series, they get them up into the hundreds.
Yeah.
And they have some other special releases they've done that are over 100, but this is back on the lower end. So I think you're I can't remember exactly. I think you're in the 50s.
Man, I'd like to test that against like a Four Roses single barrel, just the regulars, 100 proof single barrels. I'd like to see how those two compare.
Yeah, these are Bardstown. Like I said, they put out a good product.
Hey, in the blind tasting, that'll be a good.
I think that one will hold up pretty well.
Oh yeah.
So.
Well, like that, and I'll probably go end up getting a Four Roses single barrel, and then we'll get a sample of that, and then so going forward on the blind tastings. I know we didn't do any this week, but I brought over all my sample bottles.
Yeah, we'll get it all set up.
I basically donated pretty much all the wild turkey we need. We're not going to do any of the high end stuff, at least not yet. But I don't think we should add those in.
I don't think so. It's just first off, you're not going to replace those. Those are one-offs.
Yeah.
Only 1 year releases. I don't think we need to do anything that's special 1 year releases.
I mean I put the Russell's 13 in there,
but they release it.
Yeah, that's going to be
So that's a regular release they have every year. So.
But I think what we're going to do for the blind tasting going forward, we'll have 3 different categories, at least 3.
Yeah.
We'll have 100 proof and below. We'll do 101 to what? Do you want to do 114 or 115? Because we have the Old Forester Prohibition, which is 115. So do you want to do the high stuff, like 115 and up? Or
I'd say do 101 to 114, and then we'll do 115 and up, because that's where you're going to get your barrel proofs and your full proofs.
Yeah. And
for the most part. So
if we do it that way, that'll leave the Russell's 13 year in that middle group, where I think it'll have a much better chance. Because we already talked about it. I totally blew my palate out on the first 3 whiskeys, and I couldn't taste shit after that. I didn't have any palate cleansers. I didn't get a water until like halfway through. Yeah. But this one, I'd like to see how this one fares in that competition.
I'm glad to know you like this one, because I'm a huge fan of it. So I've been waiting on it to come out for 2 years, and when I saw it on the shelf, I was so excited. I was like jumping up and down, like
I was like, oh shit!
I was like, oh, I want this. And I think somebody was with me, and I was like, I got all giddy. It's like, what's going on? I was like, I've been waiting on this for like 2 years.
Once when you see something, and I know the feeling, it's whenever you see something you haven't expected it for a while, and then you see it, and you're like the only one who knows about it, and how good it is. You're like, ooh.
Yeah, like I said, when I drank it out of the barrel at 4 years old, I was like, oh, it's going to be good. Like I just knew right then, and I think I have a video I'll have to show you of us sampling it there. It was phenomenal.
Right. Well, I approve. I might have to go get a bottle.
Yeah, it's like I said, Harley's gets it, but it's like they'll have it and they'll get a case or 2, and then it's gone within about a week, and you might not see her again for another month or 2. Right. So I typically buy 2 bottles every time I see it, just because I don't know because I like it and I drink it.
It's not allocated yet, so
no, it's not allocated. It's just I think they have a harder time getting it.
Right. Well, it's definitely
which I don't know who the distributor on Bardstown. Actually, I do know it's RDC. Yeah, Bardstown is RDC, so or Republic National Distributing.
Yeah. It's so fucked up here in Texas. The distributors.
Yeah. We only have 2. Well, I think 3.
Yeah. There's
RDC, Glazers, or at least around here Glazers, and then Green Light, which is pretty much all stuff. Startup, kind of, for the most part, trash.
I mean, they could have potential one day, but
right now they haven't signed up anything great.
Yeah.
But I think they're a startup distributor on top of that too. So,
Right. Wow.
yeah, very good, solid whiskey though. I mean, it's good. And I'll get a bottle of the high rye and the rye. I'm gonna try those.
And he's got 2 special releases up there, but they're probably gonna wait on those, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So right after they did this, they did their first single barrel they've ever done.
Oh, yeah. Well, you moved.
I moved it over there. So yeah, right after they released the Origin series, they did their first single barrel, and I have a bottle from the first barrel they ever did. So
Nice. From the very first barrel they ever produced.
their very first single barrel they
Oh,
bottled.
okay.
No, sorry, I mean, correct. The first single barrel they bottled.
I got
They
you.
produced 234 bottles, and I have one of them.
I wonder if they still have their first barrel sitting on the.
I bet they do.
You kind of have to. You can't. I think most big distilleries now, Wild Turkey's probably not going to have theirs. Buffalo Tracy don't have theirs. But any of the newer distilleries within the last probably 20 years probably still has their first. Only because it's a test.
I'll tell you what, they are quickly becoming very large.
Yeah.
So they went from nothing 7 years ago. They didn't exist to now.
Not even on the ground.
7 years they've gone from nothing to, I think when I was there last month, I think they said they are the number 6 bourbon producer in the world now.
Oh, wow. Well,
As far as volume they're producing.
I was very hesitant about them in the past.
I was too until I went to the distillery, and that I never bought anything before I went to the distillery.
I think it was that Fusion series that I was just like, yeah, I think you gave me a bottle of that.
Yeah, and I think that was like number 1 or number 2
Yeah.
because there was different. They're all labeled different,
Yeah.
different ones, and one of them was really bad. Like I did not like it,
Yeah.
and then but I've had others since were fantastic.
Okay. Well, that's good.
The Fusion is on the lower end also, so it's never as good. The
Yeah.
Discover series is usually higher end stuff, so it's better.
You know, Jack Daniels has a Fusion bottle.
Really?
They have it's a blended malt, or it's a blended of their Tennessee rye, and they have a single malt.
Really?
Yeah. And I haven't had it
It does
yet.
not sound good.
I haven't had it yet, but I've had people ask me to review it. So
Well,
I might grab it.
We'll
We'll surprise you.
We
I'm
can
gonna
try
surprise
it.
you.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait another few weeks, and then we'll do another surprise video.
All right.
We got one more surprise to do, and this is gonna be
All right.
interesting. Anyway, I guess that's all we got. We're short videos today, but thanks for watching. Thanks again, Wes, for having me over. Like the video, subscribe, share with your friends, hit the bell for notification. Check the description below for all the ways to help out with the bills around the house. Order a Toxic Masculinity shirt. Like always, drink some whiskey, share with your friends and family. Be safe, don't drink and drive. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.